Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. Now, as a rule, you know, the night before a program, I get to bed kind of early so that I can work well, you see, the next day. But last night, I went to a party, and that was, believe me, the wildest party that I have ever attended. You see, Sammy, our drummer, is engaged to be married. So the rest of the boys in the orchestra threw a bachelor party for him. Now, I've been to parties where, you know, everybody brings a gift or brings his own food, you see. But this is the only party I ever went to where everybody brought his own bartender. Now, personally, I thought that this was ridiculous because when we sat down to dinner, now, our first course, we had vodka consomme, and then we had a salad. We had hearts of lettuce with a rum dressing. And then for our main course, we had Mexican chicken stuffed with tequila. And then some of the boys wound up with chopped liver. Not to eat, that was their condition. Now, at exactly 12 o'clock, midnight, they all raised their glasses to drink a toast to Sammy, see, because of his engagement. And then they turned out the lights, and they brought out a huge cake. And just as Sammy was about to cut the cake, out jumped a girl and immediately went into a striptease. You see, and everybody applauded, of course, everybody but Sammy. He was furious. So, not that he was Sammy's a prude or anything, but it seems that the boys accidentally hired the girl that Sammy's going to marry. When I left, they were trying to stuff the girl back into the cave. Well, so much for last night. And now for our program tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have as our guest a very, very star, Mr. Dan Duryea. And we're going to do one of the most dramatic sketches we have ever done on television. But first, I want to present to you my singing star, Dennis Day.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not going to be on the show tonight. So long, folks.
Dennis, come back here. What'd you just say?
I said I'm not going to be on the show tonight.
Why not?
Because you gave Dan Duryea the star dressing room, that's why.
Well, of course I gave him the star dressing room. Dan Duryea is the star of his own television show. He's been a big hit on the Broadway stage. He's made hundreds and hundreds of great movies.
Gee.
Well, I thought you'd be impressed.
Yeah, it makes you look like nothing.
Dennis, please, don't start in with me tonight, will you? Now, why don't you go to your dressing room, get made up, and let me finish my monologue?
Oh, no, not me, brother. My mother came to the studio with me, and when she heard you gave the star dressing room
your
to somebody
mother,
else...
your mother. Think she's smart because she helped build the freeway. Your mother.
She was voted Miss Bulldozer of 1960.
I don't care what she was voted. And look at Dennis, Dan Duryea gets the star dressing room, and that settles it. And let me tell you something else. Dennis, what is that? What's that noise out there? Mrs. Day.
Dennis, you can have the star dressing room. I threw the bum out.
Bum? That happens to be Dan Duryea.
I don't care who it was.
Well, you better care. He happens to be an important star. Every studio in Hollywood wants him. He can get $100,000 a picture and name his own picture.
Oh, stop aggravating yourself.
I'm not aggravating myself. Let me tell you something, Mrs. Day. If you weren't a woman...
Since when did that stop you?
And Mrs. Day, remember when Dennis first came to work for me? Nobody knew him. They didn't know who he was. Look what I did for him. Look what I did for your boy. I helped him. I guided him. I encouraged him.
Ah, shut up!
Mrs. Day, look, we've got a play to do. Now, if you have any complaints to make, will you please talk to me after the show?
You can bet your elevator shoes I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our feature attraction tonight, the Jack Benny Players present an original spine-tingling melodrama that takes place in a roadside hamburger joint entitled Death Across the Lunch Counter, or He Died Sunny Side Up.
Although my story is an unusual one, it all took place in a typical American town. I am a typical American man in a typical American business, which is identified with my typical American name, Charleston T. Gundlefinger. The T stands for typical. Hey, kids, no dancing.
Okay, Charlie.
It's almost midnight. Why don't you go home?
Well, sure. What are we, Bud?
Let's see, a ham sandwich and pie a la mode. That'll be 85 cents.
Yeah. Take it out
Hey, wait a minute. You've never eaten in Gundlefinger before, have you?
No.
Well, I trust people. Go over to that cash register, put in your dollar, and take your 15-cent change.
I wouldn't like to go.
You're honest, aren't you?
Of course.
Well, go ahead.
Hey.
I should have told you, you not only have to be honest, you got to be fast, too. Yesterday, I went to the bank and I deposited $93 and 8 fingers. Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I found myself alone and a little frightened. It was exactly the same kind of a night 2 weeks ago when the warehouse was robbed and the night watchman was shot. It wasn't quite midnight, but I decided to close up and go home. It's only me. Boy, was this guy slow.
Give me a bowl of soup, will you?
Well, I was just closing up, but all right. Go right over there and sit up. Yes, sir. There you are.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Chubby.
It's chilly out. I'd like to get a cup of hot tea.
Well, I was just closing up, but okay. Even though the men who murdered the night watchman were still at large, I had a feeling of security. For here in my lunchroom was the chief of police, Chubby Wilson. Chubby, I told you before, I fixed that stool for you there.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
When you come in here next week, you'll never know this place.
Huh?
I'm having the whole joint done over. I even hired an interior decorator.
Interior decorator?
Yes, sir. This is going to be the ritziest lunchroom in town. New carpets, new drapes, rugs all over the floor, new curtains and everything. Anything else you want to eat?
No, I don't think so, Charlie. I go on duty at midnight, so I better run along.
Okay, sure.
Take care of yourself.
I will. Hey, must be kind of a tough job being chief of police in this town, isn't it?
Certainly is. Well, so long, Charlie.
So long. So long, Jerry. As my fat feeling of security squeezed out the door, I started to close up for the night. While wiping the counter, I happened to look out the window. I noticed 3 tough-looking characters across the street. I had never seen them before. They stepped off the curb and were coming this way. Gentlemen, it's past midnight, and I was just about to close up. Gentlemen, I said I was just about to close up.
What'd you giggle for, Blue Eyes? Nobody said anything funny.
Well, but fellas, it is getting late. If you want to eat something, you better order.
Hey, Slugger, Blue Eyes is in a hurry. Maybe we ought to slow him down. Yeah, down.
Well, fellas, I don't want to have any trouble. Now, you know, I don't want... What do you have? Well, I can fix you some nice ham and eggs or corned beef hash or maybe a nice mixed green salad. What did you slap me for?
I don't like salad.
Well, like I said before, fellas, I don't want to have any trouble. I'll fix you anything you want.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, now what will you have to eat?
What's the matter, Blue Eyes? You nervous?
I didn't know what he was smoking, but whatever it was, the filter wasn't working. Now, look, fellas, I don't want to have any trouble with you. I'm a peaceful man. I'm really a nice, sweet guy. What did you slap me for?
I just remembered, I don't like salad either.
Why don't you guys order something, will you?
Give me a sardine sandwich.
Okay. Here. There's 2 slices of bread. There's a sardine. I'll get an opener.
Never mind.
How can you eat sardines without taking them out of the can?
Why not? Would you take pie out of the crust?
I never thought of that. What'll you have?
I'll have a piece of that cake.
Yeah. There you are, nice cake. That sound you heard really made sense. I gave him marble cake. What did you slap me for that time?
I don't like lousy jokes either.
Wait your car down. I'll be right out.
Somebody's coming. Now, you behave just like everything is all right, or you'll let you have it.
Cake? I'll behave.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Chief! Oh, Chief, am I glad to see you, Chief. You were right. It's tough to be a chief of police in this town.
You're darn right it is. And, Charlie, I came to warn you. The murderers are in this neighborhood. They're wearing black hats, trench coats with the collars torn up. And when you see them together, you can't miss them. One is bright and smart, and the other one is stupid.
What he said about you.
Get up. Oh. Here you are. See any suspicious-looking characters around here, Charlie, just let me know.
Oh, I will. Now, gentlemen, look it is late. Now, why don't you eat and get out of here?
What's your hurry? You got no place to go. Relax. Take it easy. Hey, Slugger,
right.
come here.
Yeah?
Look what they got in the jukebox.
Yeah.
Boys, please, this is a restaurant. Wait a minute, fellas, I have no license for dancing. Stop it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Listen, I know who you guys are. You're gangsters. You didn't come here to eat. You came here to hold me up.
Did you hear that, Slugger? Blue Eyes thinks we came here to hold him up.
Yeah, up.
Well, you're not going to get away with it. I'm going to call the police.
Okay, go ahead, call the police.
I would, but I don't know the number.
You don't? Well, I'll get it for you. What's this? Go ahead, Blue Eyes, talk.
And talk fast, I'm pleasing.
Go ahead, she'll give you the number. I knew you were yellow.
Oh, yeah? Think I'm yellow. You're not so tough yourself. Where'd you get that scratch on your face?
My mother threw him out of a dressing room.
Quiet. Now, I'll give you just 10 seconds to hand over your money.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm ready for you.
Blue Eyes wants to shoot it out.
Yeah, out.
Come back here.
He wouldn't have gotten very far. But first, I'm going to get you.
Yeah?
Yeah. You just shot 2 bullets up in the air and 4 at that phone. That's 6 bullets. You have no more in your gun.
Yeah. Please. Please, mister. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. I didn't mean any harm. I was just kidding.
Oh, you were kidding, eh? Well, take that.
Oh! Oh! Oh, he got me, Slugger. He got me. I'm dying, Slugger. I knew the day would come. I knew I couldn't get away with it. Everything's getting black. I can't see. Slugger, I'm dying. You've been the best pal I ever had, Slugger. But now we have to part because I'm dying. Goodbye, Slugger. Goodbye. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Well, fall down, you big ham. I don't want to die. Help me, Slugger. Help me.
I'll help you.
Oh!
And now that I got him, I'm going to get you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I don't need this gun. I'll do it with my bare hands.
Take one step toward me, and I'm gonna let you have it right between the eyes.
Oh, you are, eh?
Yeah, Buster, you asked for it. you wearing a bulletproof vest?
Oh, you hit me in the marble cake.
All right, then take that. Oh. Got me, Slugger. Slugger, I'm dying. Dying, Slugger.
You're Slugger.
Ooh. He got me. Everything is getting black. I can't see. Give me some water. Water.
Water? Yes.
Please, water.
Here you are. Gee, that makes me feel better.
And now that I got both of them, I'm going to get you. Me? Yes, you.
Yeah, I got news for you. I'm not with them. I'm your interior decorator.
My interior decorator. I hired you last week.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Now, I
what?
think we ought to put the chintz over here.
Oh, that'll be lovely.
And then we can put the drapes over
Right
here.
over there will be fine.
And the balances back over here.
That's right.
And then I think we ought to redo the rugs and tie the whole thing in with the blood on the floor.
Saturday at high noon Eastern. There's lots of Western action especially for you here on CBN. From Wyatt Earp to Wagon Train, we've got 'em all. So stay with us here on CBN Cable. Now stay tuned for I Married Joan. Next.